So what's the Mooncool TK1? That's coming right up. Welcome to RunPlayBack. This week we're exploring the Mooncool TK1, a feature-loaded foldable electric trike. We'll break down its features, talk about the pros and cons, and see if it's a game changer for riders seeking more accessibility. So let's get to it.
The TK1 features a 6061 aluminum and steel foldable frame, highlighting its focus on accessibility and function. The foldable handlebar stem and frame are key for easy transport and storage, a big plus for those with limited space. However, it does weigh 116 pounds, which makes it sturdy, but could be a challenge when it comes to loading onto vehicles. The TK1 cruises at a top speed of 16 miles per hour and is powered by a 500-watt rated 750-watt peak helical motor. While it offers adequate power for a relaxed ride, experienced riders might feel a bit underwhelmed. The rear differential is a standout feature, enhancing control and stability, especially on turns, and the hydraulic disc brakes provide reliable stopping power, although I wish there was a brake lock to prevent the trike from rolling downhill. A 48-volt, 15-amp-hour removable battery fuels the TK1 with a range of 35 to 60 miles, depending on your riding style and conditions. That's a decent distance for city commutes or short trips to the grocery.
Alright, today we're taking a look at the Mooncool TK1 foldable electric trike. So first we have these 20x3-inch all-terrain tires. Got a nice dual sport tread that can handle some off-road terrain. Got an integrated front fender over here. You also have a quick release axle to remove the front tire in case you need to transport the trike. You got a coil spring front suspension over here with the lockout, as well as a preload adjustment. You also have an integrated front basket and an integrated front headlight, nice and bright. Here's a look at the dual hydraulic disc brakes, a collapsible front stem, great for transportation. Left-hand rubber grip. The display controls are here on the left side. This is just your basic black and white display. You still got riser handlebars over here, kind of BMX style, so you could switch these out if you wanted to. Here you have a right-hand half-twist throttle. You also have turn signal controls over here, left and right or off, right in the center. You also have an electronic horn, which actually isn't that loud. The frame is made out of 6061 aluminum. We got a all gray color here, like a light gray. And I think the best feature about this trike is that the frame folds in half. So trikes are usually really big, and kind of difficult to store and transport. So being able to fold this thing in half is really, really useful. Over here we have the removable 48-volt 15-amp-hour battery. It's in a really good location because you just have to move the seat or lift it up and you can easily take the battery off. Here's a look at the rear wheels, also 20x3-inch, all-terrain, and the integrated rear fenders. You also have a really large integrated rear rack, so plenty of storage, plenty of carrying capacity. You also have 3 lights in the back, great for visibility. It does have a braking function, so the lights light up when you hit the brakes, as well as the turn signals. We got left and right. So a really great feature for safety, especially when riding at night. Now in terms of comfort, the saddle is very, very comfortable. Lots of foam cushioning. And here's a look at the helical 500-watt rated 750-watt peak motor. And you can see it's located right in the middle of the trike. And you have these 2 chains, as well as the differential in the back. So the rear differential is great for stability, especially when you're turning. It doesn't feel like you're going to tip over because the speed kind of adjusts itself. Compared to other trikes where the motor is actually a front hub motor, I think this design makes it really consistent, especially with the torque going up hills and things like that. It just feels more consistent when you're riding. Now the total weight of the trike is 116 pounds, so that's pretty heavy. You might need a hand if you need to lift this thing into a vehicle or if you need to carry it upstairs. What's good is that the battery is removable, so you could shave some weight when you're transporting. All right, so now I'm gonna show you guys how this thing folds down. So first you wanna collapse the stem, and then you have this latch over here to fold the frame. You just move the pedals out of the way, and then you just fold it. Folds down like so. All right, so this is what the TK1 looks like when it's folded. So you do save a little bit of space when you need to transport it. All right, so now that we went over all the features, let's take the TK1 out for its first ride. All right, first ride with the Mooncool TK1 foldable electric trike. We put a log in the back of the rear basket just to see how it would perform with some weight in the cargo area. Okay, So obviously electric trikes are made to accommodate a wide range of riders, different heights, different weights. So just sitting on it feels pretty comfortable for me, and we'll get right into it. We'll put it onto pedal assist level 3 and see how that feels. Okay, so plenty of torque right off the line. And that's not a surprise because it does use a helical motor, which means the motor is situated in the center of the frame as opposed to in the front of the wheel, like a front hub. So you got plenty of torque even going up this slight incline over here. And it feels like a very consistent speed. You're not waiting for the front wheel to grip the road, so to speak. Very, very comfortable. There is a front suspension fork. I'm on a paved road, obviously, so I don't really feel too many bumps. But let's try to do a top speed test. I'll put it up to pedal assist level 5. This trike does have a top speed of 16 miles per hour. And I could already feel it kind of capping me off at 16 as we go downhill. Now, in terms of maneuverability, obviously it's a trike, so you can really do some really tight turns like this. Very easy to maneuver and handle. So the rear differential on this is really, really good because sometimes trikes feel like they're going to tip over, and I could probably do it on this thing, but it doesn't really feel like that. The weight distribution is really good. And again, where the motor is located, that's so key. Now let's just try a brake test. So plenty of stopping power with the Mooncool TK1. Okay, first impressions. It handles really, really good. I actually didn't feel like this log was in the back. Sometimes when you add heavy cargo to a bike, it changes how it handles. It feels kind of weird, but yeah, this thing just handled fine. Again, lots of consistent torque, and I think that comes from the helical motor. My experience is mostly with front hub motors for electric trikes, and it's a totally different feeling. You almost have to put more weight in the front for the wheel to grip. Whereas this, whether I was going downhill or uphill, it was a consistent amount of torque just because of that motor and where it's located. I like the size of the tires. 20-inch by 3-inch feels just right for this kind of trike. The only thing that I wish it had was like some sort of locking mechanism on the brakes so that it wouldn't move, because obviously there's no kickstand. It just seems like a little bit of an oversight to not have some way to stop this thing from rolling. So that's kind of weird, but otherwise you get tons of features. You get this foldable option so you could store it easily, and again, integrated front and rear baskets. You get all of these stock, and these are usually things that you have to buy separately. We're probably going to see some more electric trikes in 2024. It'll be interesting to see how more companies introduce more features in the electric trike market.
The Trike's three-wheel design is great for stability, making it an excellent choice for older adults or those with limited mobility. Integrated headlights, taillights with turn signals, and brake light function add to its safety profile. Its 20 by 3-inch all-terrain fat tires are ready to tackle various surfaces, while the front coil suspension fork and comfortable saddle seat should absorb those bumps along the way. And the integrated front and rear baskets are a practical addition, perfect for those grocery runs or carrying personal items. So here's what we like. The foldability of the frame and handlebars is a big win for convenience. The integrated front and rear baskets are super handy for hauling cargo. The rear differential adds a significant stability factor, great for cornering around tight spaces. And the rear helical motor is solid for consistent torque and power. But here's some things to consider. The TK1's weight might be a logistical challenge for loading and transport. The top speed of 16 miles per hour might leave experienced riders wanting more. And without a kickstand or brake lock, the TK1 can easily roll away unless it's sitting on a flat surface.
Overall, the Mooncool TK1 electric trike offers a refreshing take on accessibility in the e-bike world. While experienced riders may find themselves desiring a bit more power, and the size can be a bit of a concern for transport, the TK1 excels in comfort, safety, and usability, especially for those with mobility issues who want to enjoy the thrill of e-bikes. With its impressive list of features, the Mooncool TK1 foldable electric trike is definitely worth considering. So how do you feel about the TK1? Does its unique design meet your needs, or do the limitations hold it back for you? Share your insights in the comments below. As always, if you want to dive into more EV tech tips, click the links on the side, and remember to like and subscribe so we can help you find tech deals that fit your lifestyle. We'll see you guys in the next video.